I just like my glasses a lot and I prefer to see. Why does my ring light have to be like this? Maybe I'll just have the whole video with me talking like this so I don't have robot eyes. Hello, my name is Elise and I am here once again with another Readathon announcement. So for this Readathon, I was invited by Lily from the YouTube channel Lily Reads and Other Things to help co-host the Sapphic Summer Readathon. I thought this sounded like a great idea, so here we are. So for this Readathon, as the name suggests, we are basically just dedicating this whole thing to reading Sapphic books in the summer. So it will start July 19th, and there will be different prompts you can follow, and it'll take place all the way through August 29th. So as I said, there's going to be 9 different prompts, and you can choose whatever books you want to fulfill them. The only requirement is that they have to be some kind of Sapphic book, so they have to feature a Sapphic main character. Now just keep in mind that the term Sapphic is an umbrella term, so that could encompass many different identities, but yeah, basically all the books have to be Sapphic in some way. So you can find the prompts and all the information on our Twitter, which is Sapphic Summer. There will also be a bingo board there, which you can use to check off the prompts as you complete them. Of course, as always, you can double up on prompts. If you use the bingo board, please be impressed with my skills. I made that on Canva and I've really been enjoying how my Canva skills have evolved, because before it took me forever just to figure out how to make a Twitter header, and now I can make bingo boards. How fun is that? I think it looks very cute. But yeah, for the 9 prompts, I'm just gonna read them off right now and explain them very briefly. So the first one, well, it's the first one on the board. You can complete them in any order, but the first prompt is read a book that has a cover that matches your outfit. So basically, whatever you're reading that day, somehow match the cover to your outfit. So if you're reading like a book that has a yellow cover, wear a yellow outfit, or actually more vice versa. If you're wearing a yellow shirt, find a book with a yellow cover or something like that. You can be creative. We definitely encourage creativity in this readathon. Then another prompt is have a friend pick a book. So grab a friend or a family member or someone off of Twitter or anything like that. Ask them to choose a Sapphic book for you to read, and that will complete that prompt. Next, we have a book that has less than 1,000 ratings on Goodreads. So basically a book that is not very popular or a book that hasn't been read by many people. If you don't use Goodreads, of course, you can choose another website to see how many ratings it has, like the Barnes & Noble website, Amazon, Goodreads, I just said Goodreads, any website with book ratings on there. As long as it has under 1,000 ratings, you can check those out. And then we have pick a book blindfolded or at random. So if you want to, you can just close your eyes, randomly choose a book off your shelf. If you're using ebooks, you can use Goodreads, randomly scroll, choose a book with a random number generator, something like that. Something where you're choosing a book randomly. Then as our middle bingo square, we have a book that takes place in the summer, because this is the Sapphic Summer Readathon. So any book that takes place during the summer. Then we have underhyped book. This is basically a book that maybe not a lot of people are talking about. This could also overlap with the prompt that says less than 1,000 ratings on Goodreads, but it can have more ratings for this prompt. Basically just a book that you don't often hear talked about, whether that's on Twitter or BookTube or Book Talk or real life, anything like that. Then we have a cover that reminds you of a pride flag. So again, take creative liberty here. Any book that somehow reminds you of the pride flag, so whether that's a rainbow cover or a very colorful cover or anything. Then we have matches your favorite color. Yes, we have a lot of color prompts here. We like to be colorful, okay? But yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. If your favorite color is red, choose a book with a red cover. And then lastly, we have steal a book from someone else's TBR. So that means find someone who has a TBR and take a book off of their TBR. So if you watch BookTube, there's a lot of TBR videos. You can ask someone on Twitter what their TBR is, anything like that. Just find a book that someone else plans to read, and that will be your book to read. So yeah, that's basically it for this readathon. It's supposed to be very chill and low-key and manageable, so just choose books that interest you. The prompts are pretty flexible, so you should be able to read whatever you want as long as it's Sapphic. But yeah, we hope you have fun. Again, thanks for Lily for creating this readathon. All of her information will be down below, so you can check out her YouTube channel and Twitter and all of that. So yeah, I hope you'll be joining us. It'll be a good time. Don't forget to follow our Twitter, which is Sapphic Summer, so that way you get all of the updates. If you need any book recommendations, I am here for you. Perhaps I'll make a whole video on that, who knows. But yeah, Hope you all have a good time and that you'll join us because it'll be a lovely summer readathon for all of you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.